Sabrina, I mean, what can you say? So deserving of it. I'm so happy for her because she works so hard, but she's one of the most tough-minded players that I know can come out and do what she does. I mean, we put a lot on her shoulders, but she's ready to take that over.
What is up, guys? We are back with another WNBA breakdown. In this one, excited to watch some clips, deep dive into Sabrina Ionescu. We're not going to focus on a million different things. We're actually going to go further in depth on just a few different topics and a few different aspects of her game. So we're first going to start off just court vision overall. We're going to dive into transition, her passing off the fast break, her passing in the pick and roll, her decision making in the pick and roll, pretty much, honestly. We're going to touch on all of it. Her ability to finish around the bucket, and then what really separates her from the rest of the pack is Sabrina's ability to step up in the clutch when her team needs her the most. So we're going to take a look at a few of those things. Before we dive into that, let's give some context on how this season has gone so far for New York. The Liberty right now are fighting for that last playoff spot. They're playing their best basketball, it seems like right now, having won 3 of their last 5 games. Veteran coach Sandy Brondello is in her first year with New York, so like any first-year team, they've had some humps in the road, a little bit up and down. They've had some big wins, they've had some bad losses, but it looks like they are starting to really put it together, work well together, and again, they're missing arguably one of their best players, Betnijah Laney, as well, so she might be back for a playoff run. But anyway, that's just some context before we do jump into the video. Every game from here on out really matters for New York, and there's no player I'd rather have on my team when it's all on the line than Sabrina Ionescu. What makes Sabrina is her ability to pass the ball. You're seeing these 2 clips in transition. First, the no-look pass. Second, the left-handed strike to Natasha Howard for an easy 2. Like every great point guard, her eyes sell lies, and she uses ball fakes to get defenders, help defenders that is, leaning one way and then passes the other. So you're seeing here a bunch of 2-hand passes. These are a lot of the ones that I clipped, where her ability to jump in the air, and yes, I said jump in the air. Some coaches are going to think I'm crazy. The ability to make the jump pass. She's not jumping to find the pass, she's jumping to make the pass, and I think that there's a huge difference here. So whether it be the 2-handed jump pass, or like you're seeing here, the hook pass, where she's having to jump and toss it with her outside hand because 2 defenders are blitzing her and she needs to get rid of the ball quickly. All right, we're going to get right back to her playmaking, but you guys know I love to bring some numbers into these breakdowns. So you're seeing the comparison between Sabrina Ionescu in 2021 to 2022. And literally every single category on the offensive end has improved. At 17.5 a game, right, she's up more than 6 points. Field goal percentage, 2s and 3s is up overall. Rebounding, which she's also very much known for, the triple-double machine. She's already had a couple of them this season.
The last time you got a triple-double, you didn't enjoy it as much because your team didn't win. But in a win, what does a triple-double mean to you, and what in general do they represent for you?
Yeah, obviously way better in a win. You know, I think I've only had 1 in a loss in my entire career. And so this one is huge. Excited to just, continue to win with this team is fun. Trying to be the best that I can in all aspects of the game. And so obviously that's continue to improve on my scoring, my passing ability, and being able to set everyone up. And then rebounding to helping this team win. Our bigs are doing a really good job of boxing out. And so I'm just trying to do what I can to get in there and get some rebounds and continue to push the ball in transition.
Sabrina's offensive output cannot be understated. She's averaging 6.5 assists per game and is playing a ton of minutes, which is even more impressive. In the passing clips that you saw before, you were noticing a theme of the defense putting 2 people on the ball, trying to get it out of Sabrina's hands, whether it was a hard hedge, a full-on trap. Sabrina has done a great job of just making the easy pass and understanding that if there's 2 on the ball, the quicker she gets rid of it, the more likely it is that her teammates are going to be able to keep that advantage and make something good happen. There's a great saying of 2 quick passes beats any aggressive pick and roll coverage. And Sabrina not only understands that, but is also willing to give up the ball. These are 2 different things. Not everyone wants to pass it right away when they see 2 defenders. Sabrina understands that her getting off the ball early is going to be way more beneficial for their spacing and their offense. She's able to play with pace and really manipulate the defense in order to create passing angles for herself to deliver those on-time and on-target passes. Here is Sabrina's basketball IQ on display, pick and roll decision making. It's a middle pick and roll. The defense shows they're aggressive. Natasha Howard rolls, brings the tag defender and Brianna Turner in to help on the roll, opening up what's often known as the shake pass or the lift in that weak side corner that forces the defense into rotation. The next clip, you're going to see Sabrina again get into the paint with pace, use that little hostage dribble where she keeps the defense on her back, and the rest of the defense gets sucked in, and again, she's able to keep her eyes up, see the secondary help, and kick out to one of the best shooters in the league in Sammy Wickham. So I know we've been talking about a lot of passing here, so I hope that you guys aren't too bored yet. But again, this is what separates Sabrina from the rest of the pack. So we're going to touch on two specialty passes that she makes consistently, and that is the pocket pass and the whip pass, which I don't know if that many people have heard of the whip pass. The pocket pass is pretty standard, but Sabrina's ability to draw those two defenders like we talked about earlier, but leave just enough space so that she can deliver that nice little bounce pass into the pocket either early if the defense is super aggressive or later if the defense is dropped back to her roller. So now the screener has that 4-on-3, 3-on-2, whatever it might be, advantage before the defender can recover. So again, Sabrina sells it with her eyes by faking like she's going to shoot it and then dropping that nice little bounce pass in, which we call the pocket pass. All right, the whip pass is exactly how it sounds. You're coming off of a ball screen, you stop on a dime and you whip that ball back across your body to throw a strike to your roller. So you're gonna see it's a really under control pass. It's a way to pivot and kind of beat that aggressive defense that's playing on one side of you to come right back to where you came from and be able to thread a needle in a tight window. All right, it took us 7 minutes to get to the scoring side of things for Sabrina, which she does plenty of, as you saw, almost 18 points per game. But if you're a true hooper and you really love basketball and the X's and O's side of things, you'd appreciate the 6 minutes of passing. But anyway, we'll get to her scoring. Sabrina's able to score the ball in a multitude of ways. She can shoot the three, she loves her pull-up jumper, and she loves her floater. So I'm going to let a lot of these clips run, and you can just watch in awe of how she's able to get her shot off pretty much anytime she wants. I think she's sneaky athletic, as she's really able to control her body well, and her physicality and change of pace allow her to kind of maneuver around defenders and finish those shots that seem like they're really awkward shots, but she's still able to stay on balance, be controlled, and give them all a good chance to go in.
Sub loves that moment. She lives for that moment. I'm really proud of her. She's so tough-minded, and she, like I said, she loves those moments. So I'm glad that she got rewarded and we got the win.
Coming through in the clutch is nothing new for Sabrina Ionescu. She's been doing it since her Oregon days with Kelly Graves, where they had a powerhouse of a squad. She's someone that's known for hitting big shot after big shot, especially when her team needs it the most. Whether it's to bring the Liberty back into some of these games where they had been trailing, or to send them to overtime or a win, Sabrina has stepped up and always wants the ball in her hands. Regardless of if she makes or misses, she's going to want that next shot, and she is somebody that Sandy Brondello, like you heard before, can always count on when the game is on the line. That's all I've got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed a little deep dive into Sabrina Ionescu's game. Hopefully you were able to take away one or two little nuances or details that maybe you hadn't seen when you watched her play live. I love going back and studying the film because there's so many things that these great players can teach us as coaches, as fans of the game, and I really do hope that the Liberty make this run and continue winning so they can keep that playoff spot, because I really do enjoy watching this squad play, and I think they are peaking at the right time. And again, when you've got someone like Sabrina Ionescu on your team, anything is possible. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Who do you want me to break down next? Is it a team? Is it a player? So as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.